The Honourable Member for Laurier, Sainte-Marie. Mr. Speaker, the government has finally released its report on the use of Canadian weapons in Saudi Arabia. It says there's no proof that weapons were used to violate human rights. The UN and human rights advocacy groups have said that recourse to force was neither proportionate nor necessary, but the government chose to rely on diplomatic and military sources from Saudi Arabia. Does the government seriously expect Canadians to accept this report?
National.
The Honourable Minister. Mr. Speaker, I'd like to thank my colleague for her question. Our government has recently announced a more rigorous system for the export of weapons. We have a treaty that is in legislation, including considerations relating to human rights, peace and security, as well as gender-based violence. This means, Mr. Speaker, that there is a new legal obligation for this government and for all future governments of Canada. The Honourable Member. That bill has a bunch of holes in it, Mr. Speaker. It doesn't honour the spirit or the letter of the treaty.
Canadian arms export is not conclusive evidence of use of arms in human rights violations. It is reasonable risk. And clearly, with Saudi Arabia, there is a reasonable risk that Canadian arms have been and will be used to commit human rights violations in Saudi Arabia or in Yemen. This is an embarrassment. This government's approach to arms export control is shameful. When will this government do the right thing and suspend arms export to Saudi Arabia?
The Honourable Minister of International Trade.
Mr. Speaker, I'd like again to thank my colleague for a question. As you know, Mr. Speaker, our government is committed to ensuring that Canada export controls system is robust and transparent. We are proud to have put forward Bill C-47, which would allow Canada to accede to the Arms Trade Treaty. I would like to thank all my colleagues in this House for the constructive work that has been done in committee. We have made significant steps toward creating a new and higher standard for arms export. This is in line with what Canadians expect. This is what we're doing.
L'honorable député de